Hello and welcome to Dave the Suit Betting. Well, last week I had intended to put a video out every day of Royal Ascot, and then life just gets in the way. Been quite busy, but today I've had a little bit of time to look at the racing for Tuesday the 23rd. Let's just go over the two that I did put out last week. On the Tuesday, the one at Wolverhampton just plainly wasn't good enough. It was gambled in quite severely. And then at Ascot, Jamie Spencer in a mile 2 race. Now, we have on this channel chosen Jamie Spencer mount now 3 times. And he's won on one of them at a good price, so we're in front with him. And I did on the follow-up video show how well he rode the horse to win and how smooth he was moving the whip. Now, I'm not going to show you the replay of King's Gambit. Let me just read what the race reader put. It came 7th. We could have done with it in the first 4. Held up in rear. And this was from a favourable draw. It's now a negative draw because of what he's done. Waiting for room over 2 furlong out. Short of room over 1 furlong out. Headway final 110 yards. Nearest finish. No doubt in my mind, with a clear run or a jockey that didn't hold it up, that the horse would have got at the very least a place. It's a very bad ride, very poor ride. So on to today. I've got a horse. I'm going to show you 2 runs which both looked a little bit dodgy to me, and it could win today at first last. Let's have a look at its penultimate start over today's distance. It was at Leicester. So the horse I'm interested in is number 3, drawn 7. This is over 1 mile 2 furlongs at Leicester. Let's see what happens. So as they get out, you'll see him here, and he takes a tug. Watch this. There he goes. They're massive tug. A big tug, basically. And he's in last. So we've gone roughly a furlong, and you can see he's miles off them already. There he is at the rear. What's he doing? Racing about 2, 3 off the rail there, 2 off the rail. They come down a bit of a hill at Leicester, and then they hit a bend. It's got a very tight rein there, very tight. So, as they come onto the straight at Leicester, the yellow cap still in last. So, as you can see, we're approaching the 3 furlong pole, and he's really moved him up. He's next to last. Look on, he's virtually stood up in the saddle. So he starts to move him up the inside. There he is on the inside. Now look, these are all whipping and pushing. The bit of the hill at Leicester, it is a very stiff finish. He's on the inside, and he's pulling a cart. Whip, push. Drive it out on the steel. Absolutely on the steel. Now, to me, this is the obvious place to come. This is so obvious. He stood up. It looks huge. And he's not, well, you decide what he's not doing. And now, instead of coming for the obvious run, which is so obvious, this run here, it takes him to the inside. Behind horse, or behind a horse, behind horses even. Now we're at the 1 now. There's no way you're going to win. You're too far behind this leader. You should have gone for this massive gap. I could have got a double-decker bus through there, but not this jockey. So he pushes him into, what is he now, 5th, 4th. And he starts shaking the reins, shaking the reins. Let me look as though I'm riding. Okay, shake, 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 shake. There's no whip action, none whatsoever. And he just pushes him out very, very, very gently. And he comes up on the rail and he finishes third. So there, if the jockey'd been a little bit lax, it might have actually got second. As it was, it came third, pulled before the stewards. Let's have a look at the excuses given. So this is what happened at Leicester. He got pulled before the stewards. So travelled strongly in rear, steady headway over 2 out, kept on well, final 110 yards, nearest the finish. Now there was an inquiry. They came up with all sorts of excuses. Ended up further back than he intended. And he got squeezed out early. He didn't. He took a tug. Oh, I mean, freeze this video and read that. So, I mean, God, they interviewed the jockey. They interviewed the trainer. So wonder they didn't give me a ring. So next time out, it ran at Leicester again. Now, you don't want to make a mockery of the stewards by going in, do you? After that, so dropped it in distance to 1 mile and also slightly not up in grade, but slightly harder race. Let's see what happened in that, its last race at Leicester over an inadequate 1 mile. So this date's number 6, drawn 8. Let's see what happens. There it is coming out the stalls. This is only a mile. Comes out of the stalls, okay. Now the jockey, he keeps looking right, trying to get across. Looking right. Oh, he wants to go there, but he can't cut this horse up. No, you can't. There's a horse there. Jockey's looking round, look at that. You ever see what is the jockey thinking? Let's tuck it in. Is that enough? Let's keep tucking it in. Let's tuck it in. No, I'm too near the front. Let me get it further behind. And there we go. So we just got, 4 horses, maybe 5 in front of us as we go round the bend. So that's him there. Similar colours just in front, but this is him here. So he's racing 2 wide and he's going to want a tight rein again. So again, we approach the 3 furlong pole over a mile at Leicester. And he's cruising, absolutely cruising. Now he gets a little bump there, shakes the reins, running behind horses. Again, maybe he could get through here, maybe he couldn't. No, could he? Now we're at the 1, approaching the 1. Now look, the horse is going nowhere. You don't think he's going nowhere. He actually hits the horse once there, just the 1. And it's going nowhere. Now watch this, the last 50 yards or so. Watch. He's going back, he's going further back, but watch, suddenly, it's like he's had a bottle of Lucasade. Suddenly he's full of energy and he gets 5th, and he made up a couple of lengths there almost. So the first run I showed you, we had Finley Marsh on, more excuses than a doctor's sick book. And then at Leicester again, came 5th. We had Kieran O'Neill on. That was over 1 mile and 53 yards at Leicester. Good to firm. So you could say the horse got outpaced, did it? I don't know. It seemed to drop by, come forward, drop by, and then it finished with a real spurt. Came 5th. Could have done a lot better. I don't know. Could it? Were they playing the violin? Adrian Wintle has got, or he's sent 5 horses to Foss last, running in 4 races. Let's have a look at the other horses that he's got running today. So the current year at Foss last, Adrian Wintle, he's sent 3 horses, he's had 2 winners for a profit of £16.20 to 1 fine English pound staked. That's not to be sniffed at. So this is the first one with Joe Levy on. Arabian Cobra over 5 furlongs. The thing with the horses, it's only one at 6. But also, he's only had 2 runs with it. Now, if you look at its wins, Thirsk and Chester, easy tracks. He ran it at Bath and Salisbury, very stiff tracks. So maybe today, maybe, you never know. In the 4 o'clock, oh, and that one's priced at 33 to 1. He's got more Town Lad with Levy on, and he's got Uncle Albert with Lewis Edmonds on. I like Lewis Edmonds, I think he's decent. That's 20 to 1. The previous race, that one is 33s. Now, Moortown has got a squeak, no doubt about it. This is a 1 mile at Foss Lass. It's 1 from 9 on turf. And it does like a little bit of cut. The ground, forecast ground is good to soft, but I cannot see it being that. But and it did run well here at Chepstow. Finley Marsh was on it that day. Next mount is in the 4:35. And this is over 1 mile 2. And it's Laura Prince. And this is currently priced up at 10s. What is interesting about this horse is that last time out, Joe Levy actually rode it. And that was its first run for the trainer. That was at Bath. Now, the horse has not won a race. It's been primarily raced over short, apart from this one here at Bath, which is what he did last time out. So you could argue that it might be a little bit far for it. Now, Bath's a stiff track. Got hampered there. Inside final furlong. Stayed on. A stiff track. And it was held up in rear that day. So maybe they're going in with that one. Yokel. Do it by price. I think this is the first show. It's currently 7 to 2. And today it's rated 62. Let's have a quick look at what it's done before. It's not a prolific winner. 3 from 32 and some placed action. If you look at its winning form. Dundalk, Tipperary, it's been a few places. Now it has won Offers High over the extended mile at Nottingham last year in April, 84. It's now running off 62. Those are the 2 runs I've shown you. And it's not done a great deal for a while. Probably that win at Nottingham in a Class 3. Those that I've shown you were in Class 6. Today, we're in Class 5, I believe. Class 5, but there's not much difference in the ratings. Now, Solana's rated 68. Got Billy the Kid on. I wouldn't put anyone off it. And we've got Lewis Edmonds, who's on one of Adrian Wintel's other horses earlier today. It's got a couple of thirds to its name. And it has won 4 from 42. Been running well. Last time out, off 62 at Windsor, 1st of June. No match for first 2, just held on for 3rd. That was in a better race than this. So this horse, Yokel, is not a given. It is not a given. But at 7-2, I think there's a smidge of value because I'm making an 11-4 shot. I think it should be here at 11-4, second favourite maybe. My selection is running in the Lucky Last, the 5-10 Yokel. Now at the moment as I speak, it's 8:20. I did do the recordings earlier, around about 4 or 5 o'clock. But as I speak, it's 7-2 with 365. Shop around, you can get 4-1 with Sky Bet. You can get 4-1 with Paddy Power. I'm going to put this video to come out on a timer at 8:05 in the morning. So as not to spoil it and so that everyone can get the best odds guarantee. This is Dave the Suit. Were they playing the violin? If they were, we might be on a winner. Bye for now.